Hey everybody, Justin Thompson, physical therapist, and I wanted to show you guys today a different kind of a workout. A workout that is maybe not the most exciting in the world, but I feel that it's really important to try and do these types of workouts on a regular basis. So this is to build connective tissue strength. This isn't necessarily exciting exercises, it's just putting in the necessary work in order to build the connective tissue strength, because oftentimes we're worried about muscular strength, getting stronger to be able to push more weight. But if our muscles actually get stronger than our connective tissue, then we're just putting ourselves at risk for injury. So this workout is going to look a little bit different. Again, the exercises aren't going to be super exciting. It's just going to be about putting in the necessary work. I'm going to be using some light weights while I'm doing this. All of these exercises that you do can be done without any weight whatsoever. So, and I definitely recommend that if you are new to doing this type of exercise, that maybe you just get rid of the weights for a little bit and then gradually work your way back up into it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. So I hope that you guys enjoy this workout. Move with Freedom PT is a name owned and controlled by Thompson Physical Therapy, PLLC. Not all exercise or health information is suitable for everyone. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only. No information is to be taken as medical or other health advice pertaining to any individual's specific health or medical condition. The information should not replace the professional diagnosis and treatment needed from a qualified healthcare provider. Alright guys, we're going to start with just a basic warm-up. We're going to try and get some blood flowing throughout the body. So let's start with a jog. So we're just jogging in place, trying to get a little bit of blood flowing through our body, get the heart rate pumping just a little bit. Okay? Each segment's going to be about 40 seconds during this warm-up. So we're just starting jogging in place. We'll move through, do some jumping jacks, some stuff to kind of get the core and the trunk warmed up, because this is going to be focused primarily on the connective tissue around the spine. Okay? Low back pain is a big problem for a lot of people, and oftentimes it's because of poor connective tissue strength. And so I want to really make sure that we're working on this particular area of the body. Now let's do some jumping jacks here. Alright, here we go. About 6 seconds left. I'm going to move into a trunk twist. So feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. I'm just starting to twist through here, staying under control the whole time. Under control. Again, just trying to get fluids moving through the body, just trying to get everything warmed up, get the muscles ready for the exercises that we're going to do. Now we're going to move into trunk circles next, so you're going to go a little bit wider with the legs. You're going to go down, and then you're going to come around. Big circle with your trunk. And then when you come back to the center, you're going to reverse it and go the other direction. Back to the center, reverse it again. After this, we're going to work on the hips a little bit. So we're going to go down to the floor, onto all fours, and you're going to take one hip. We're going to do a big circle with your hip. This is called a controlled articular rotation, or CAR, C-A-R for short.
Okay, just big circles with your hip. Your spine should be staying pretty stable. All this motion should be coming from the hip. The muscles around the hip should be doing the work. We're doing 40 seconds on this leg, then we're going to reverse it, or we're going to go on the other leg, other leg. Again, trying to keep that spine stable. All the motion should be coming from the hip. Good, now we're going into a cat-cow. So you're going to arch your back up, and then bring it all down, and reverse it the other way. Good. You're just going to keep going, back and forth like this, for 40 seconds. Trying to get all the spinal joints loosened up, get them warm, ready to take on this connective tissue strengthening workout all around the spine. Alright, so that's it for the warm-up. Let's go ahead and get into this workout. Here we go. Alright, first exercise we're going to do to start is a hip hinge. Alright, so hip hinge here, coming down, and right back up. So again, when you hinge at the hips, that is the only thing that's really moving. Your spine should stay nice and straight, nice and flat. I've got two 12-pound weights in my hands. As I said earlier, you can do this without weight to start. We're doing each exercise for 1 minute. We've got 5 exercises to do, and we're going to go through the entire sequence 2 times. So again, your spine should be staying flat, staying nice and straight, and all of the motion should be coming from the hips. Slight bend in the knees, squeezing the glutes throughout and at the top. Just working on this for a full minute. Again, the weight is really light. The weight's really light, so it's not about building a ton of extra strength. It's just about building the connective tissue strength over time. Okay, so I'm giving 15 seconds in between to rest. Now we're going to go into an alternating single leg hip hinge. Okay, so same thing. We're going 1, switch hands, 2. So alternating single leg hip hinge. Again, the back should be staying nice and straight. And I am doing it with the weight on the same side of the foot that I'm standing on. And just trying to stay consistent. It doesn't matter quite so much which hand that it's in, just as long as you're consistent side to side. It's not about speed, just about really good form and doing the reps, okay? Now, the next one I'm going to do is a Jefferson curl, okay? Jefferson curl is the complete opposite of a hip hinge. Now I'm actually going to be bending through my spine. So I'm keeping this weight here in front of me. Now I'm going to curl down, actually letting my spine round out and coming down. And then I let it round itself back up until I get back up to straight. Okay, so nice and easy coming down. Now you gotta go slow with this, nice and controlled, okay? Because when you go into a flexed position, can put the disc under a little bit of stress. But that little bit of stress is what builds the connective tissue strength. It's when you put too much stress under it, whether you're going too fast or going too much weight, that's when problems start to arise and you end up with disc problems. You keep it under control and you're moving lighter weights that you can control, then it's actually a very healthy, very good movement to do. Okay, so there's the Jefferson curl. Now I want to take the weights, put them off to the side for a minute, go down onto the floor, onto your belly, and we're going to do a Superman motion. So arms stretched overhead, and you're lifting up, bring it right back down, come to rest. Lift it up, and rest. Lift up, and rest. Alright, 15 seconds to rest. I want you to turn over onto your back. We're going to do a tuck crunch. Tuck crunch. So my arms are going to stay down here. My legs are going out straight. Then I'm tucking up and tucking everything in here. Let my legs go all the way down straight and then bring it back up and crunch. Keep your core nice and tight throughout. If this is too difficult, you can do a regular crunch, or you can keep your legs up in the air, keep them up here at this 90-degree position, and just do the tuck from there. Okay? So if you can't go all the way down to the floor, there's nothing wrong with keeping that up. Okay, now we're going to go all the way back to the beginning. That was our 5 exercises. Let's come all the way back to the hip hinge. I'm going to grab my weights again. And again, hinging at the hips. Here, keeping the back nice and straight. Hinging at the hips, keeping the back nice and straight. Good, I'm going to put one of the weights down. Now we're going to the alternating single leg hip hinge again. Okay, also known as a Romanian deadlift. So we'll just call it a hip hinge. Alright, here we go. Try and keep your hips square to the ground. Obviously doing the single leg adds in a little bit of a balance component and a little bit of stability at the hip. Good. Alright, now we're going to go into the Jefferson curl. So with that same one weight, remember these should be done with light weights to start and gradually build yourself up. Curling down from the top, all the way down through the low back, and then all the way back up. You build that connective tissue through a nice full range of motion. Build that connective tissue strength. Alright, good. Now put the weight down. We'll go to the Superman. Go to the Superman on your belly. Arms outstretched overhead, lifting up. Okay, good. Turn it over, back onto your back. We'll go to the tuck crunch. Go to the tuck crunch. Alright, and I'm going to keep my legs at 90 degrees this time. Okay, that's it. Just 2 rounds through. Takes you about 12 minutes or so to get through the entire thing. Now we're going to go into just a short 1-minute cool down to try and loosen up the spine after that. So, see you there. Alright, we'll just finish this workout with a little bit of movement. We'll go from Cobra to Child's Pose. So on your belly, pressing up onto your hands, and then you're going to sit back onto your heels into a Child's Pose. And then bring it back into the Cobra position. All this is trying to get some spinal mobility and get those muscles, tendons, ligaments, all of that kind of cooled down after that little workout. Good. Feel the stretch coming forward, and then feel the stretch sitting back. Just alternating back and forth here.
Okay, that's all there is to this workout, guys. So just trying to build up some connective tissue strength around the spine. With consistency of doing these types of workouts with lighter weights, higher repetitions, can really help to build up the resilience around the spine. So, hope you guys enjoyed that one. As always, move with freedom.